In this video, I'm going to be naming my #1 running shoe brand of 2024. Hello everybody and welcome to FORDY Runs. My name is Chris Ford and I'm a running and athletics coach based here in the UK. And when I'm not coaching runners, I'm making YouTube videos about running and running shoes. And today I wanted to name my top brand of the year. Now you may think, oh, FORDY, you've gone early. But you know what? I feel so strongly about this that I've gone early. And no, before you go completely nuts in the comments, it's not Brooks. I'm also going to give you the second place brand as well. And I'm also going to name some of those brands which I think have slipped down the pecking order a little bit. So running's in a good place at the moment. You've got all these runners post-pandemic generation that are taking it up. They're doing it dating. They're going to have a pint and then they're going for a run. And, you know, it's great, right? So the sport is extremely healthy. I love that, okay? And we've got sort of my generation who are a little bit older, have had kids and now coming back into it because we want to get fit, work, you know, on our mental health and all that sort of stuff. So running shoe brands, running brands out there are having a field day. And some of them are chasing that TikTok generation, those high rocks people, you know, that are doing a bit of this and a bit of that. And others are chasing a different demographic. And that's great, right? And you've seen some of the brands turn their attention here, some of them turn their attention there, some of them have just stayed the course. But this year, I think there's two brands that have sort of not come along, but have given us shoes that I think stand slightly above everybody else. Now, before you continue with this video, we need to do two things. Firstly, you need to let me know in the comments what's your best running shoe brand of the year. And secondly, you need to make sure you've hit that subscribe button. Okay, so for me, I'm basing this, I think, on the variation of shoes that are offered to runners, yeah, everyday runners, where you can go along, whatever your build, speed, ability, experience, you can go onto that brand and get a good shoe. Now, in second place is Puma. I think Puma this year have done an incredible job. They've stuck to the nitro foam. You've still got the Puma grip on the outsole, which is extremely durable and extremely grippy. And yes, they could shave weight by reducing it, but they don't. They stick to it because they know that it's a winning formula. They've added some carbon plates to their shoes. They've got great uppers. Only negative is that some of them are coming up narrow. They're well priced. They come in great colorways. They're readily available. And there's something for everybody. So for example, Velocity, great daily trainer. Mag Max, probably the best max stack shoe out there. Elite 3, you can do 10k half marathon it, no problem. The Forever Run, cheap stability shoe or mild stability shoe with none of that plastic and posting and all that toot on it. It's brilliant. The DV8 Nitro, right? Carbon plate in there, training shoe. Think Super Train. It's a brilliant example. Yes, it's narrow, but it's a brilliant example. And these shoes are readily available, people, and they're not over the top in terms of price. So that's second place. Now, first place is Asics. Who thought I was going to say Brooks? Now, Asics for me this year have nailed it. You've got the Meta Speed shoes in terms of race day shoes. I think they are probably the best super shoes that are out there. I've got the Edge, I've got the Sky. Best super shoes that are out there. Now, the Magic Speed 4 as a training shoe is not, I would say, brilliant, but that's comparing it against what else is out there. But it's okay. But what they do have is the Super Blast 2, which is the king of the running shoe world. It is unbelievable. You've then got the Kayano, you've got the GT2000, you've got the Nimbus, and then you've got the Cumulus. The Cumulus is such an underrated shoe. It's unbelievable. But basically, in that lineup, yeah, this year, they have got probably the best lineup I think that's out there that suits so many different sorts of runners. Yes, they are expensive. I totally understand that. £180 for a Kayano is a lot of money, but you are getting a good high quality product that will last a decent amount of time. So this year, the best brand for me is Asics. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Brooks because I think Brooks this year have gone like on a trajectory like this. Their shoes this year, the Hyperion lineup is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's brilliant what they've done with their shoes, and they're only going to get better. So stick around to next year, maybe they'll take the top spot. Now, shoes that have lost their way, I think Hoka, who else? Nike is still down there, but I've got hopes for Nike because the Pegasus Plus is a good shoe, so let's see what happens there, but Nike still lost their way. New Balance shoes are too expensive. They need to cut the price down on New Balance shoes. They're so expensive. If New Balance shoes were a lot cheaper, then we'd probably have a different conversation. And Adidas are brilliant, right? And they've done really, really well in terms of their daily trainers, but I don't know, I just think they still lack a few things in certain places, but they will get there. So again, they could make it next year. But there we go, people. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is the #1 shoe brand? What's your top pick? What's your go-to brand? Let me know in the comments and I'll dive in there once this video drops. Okay guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave me today and I shall catch you all later.